off looking right. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Desmond King making the tackle.
Come on in.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Out of there.
That'll fall incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Man, that nigga got 146 carry rushing yards.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll drop the throw. Now he's forced out right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense. You have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on
But
him.
hey, I wasn't expecting him to stick that leg in there and go up that sideline like that. I was expecting the jump back, you know what I'm saying? That nigga hit the on them folk one time. Ah, damn, man, my nigga get up out the mud.
49-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up.
And he trucked the nigga ass. Get the gear, nigga.
And move laterally and open up a
they
crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
They loop gear.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Watch that clubby bastard. He look like a clubby bastard.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's it, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
No sauce.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
That's what I do. Stand around looking crazy. Okay.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down.
Hell no, that nigga cracked that nigga ass. I ain't gonna, I'm gonna decline that because there wasn't no block in the back. That cracked that nigga ass.
The decline.
What I do? Oh, I declined it because that nigga ain't blocked me in the back. That nigga fired that nigga ass up.
Back at the 27. He lost 2
I keep it real now, cuz I don't need to cheat to win now. To win, I'm gonna win.
We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead,
I'm
didn't go there
tired
right
as
in.
hell.
Defense sold out
As
for the
hell.
run. Worked out
You hear
well.
me, boy? As hell. I guess he was on special teams. I don't know what the fuck going on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over
Number 51. Come on, man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right. Get to the strength of it all.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out.
Ooh.
This is caught inside the 15.
How did he get over like that?
Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. A try here for the extra point.
How you do that day?
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No, Louisiana.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do
like
that
a
again?
mid baby hell.
To the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll go with the ground attack here.
There you go.
Get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of
Hey,
points scored in the
boy.
NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it
That
up near
guy's
the
fast.
35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Nigga scaved out that
First downs
bitch.
have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Over! Gun!
lot of shucking and jiving out there.
He'll drop to throw it. Going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs
we
like
ain't
that
gonna get
first
too
down
many
there,
of
need
them.
to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah,
Gotta
fortunately
make
for him,
them
got a
count.
couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
I got some key injuries, man.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That
And he takes
motherfucker
a
out of there.
shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taken in at the 11th. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I
Keep on hitting me with the shit, man.
I file it
No,
away.
you gonna get that shit
I'm gonna
back.
use your aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm gonna hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
637.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
You gotta do a little bit better than that.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. And they'll run it here. And
Fuck
he
you, bro.
stopped immediately there. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Old lad, man. Where you going, old lad, man?
Read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser
Old lad, young ass nigga.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to
Let's go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The intended receiver there, Allen. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
Yeah, that nigga got some kind of instinct, boy. I ain't like. That nigga be on it, boy.
What you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. No gain on the play there.
No
second down.
I mean, no O-line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They like the real Bear Sanders. I'm out here running with me. Fucking no O-line, boy.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Look at number 72.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All you gotta do is touch the
It's a
nigga,
loss of
John.
4.
All you gotta do
Now
is touch
third
the nigga. Struggle out, see.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Forcing it to a pick.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you had a candy bar with a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game.
Into a double team.
Oh, come on, guy. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Okay. All right. All right.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play. But now it's all for naught.
It's all good. It's all good.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take
Shoot
this
that first
inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now back to throw.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. Oh, you sleep.
And he's in for a Charger
Good
touchdown.
shit. Out sleep.
As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Get down.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Way to go, my man.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes
put a little more
Los
touch
Angeles.
on that. A
And
little
for
more
them, a touchdown their last
touch.
go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught.
What in the fuck is
Chargers.
going on?
Traquan Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
What the fuck?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we have reached half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you. Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Coming this way. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
734.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's QT. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Monday now. Express.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 inside the 10 to the 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Spins by. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that means. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. 3-19.
Right back to him on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back there.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll go with the keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one, because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the right here to Wilson. 23 yards on the play. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Throwing no, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're going to look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Bad play caller.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
694.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll drop to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Express.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves 18 yards still to go on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
29.
He'll drop to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's an
Come on.
interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Come on,
His
man.
guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
29.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Sanders now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Wiggles free. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Looks like he'll throw here. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Let's go, defense. Our time. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for our visitors, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Out of here.
checking to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Look what you sweating. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going right down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down out of soul had sympathy. That's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like Mr.
Oh, they ended perfectly.
My own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Go and get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap, got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's
I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
Oh, fuck.
Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light.
Oh, now y'all want to return. My right tackle and my damn right guard. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
King of the city, I don't want to be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you got to hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed.